We are first and foremost people who live within our communities. First and foremost, we are about making a difference in the lives of children, families, and communities. We've become educators because we want to make a difference in the lives of folks. And at the end of the day, particularly someone whose grandparents left Russia because of repression, because of anti-Semitism, we have an obligation after we climb a ladder of economic and educational opportunity not to pull that ladder up from us. We need to plant it to ensure that generations after us are able to climb that ladder. And you can just imagine, as we saw in Alabama, where teachers were several years ago asked to snitch on kids who were immigrants. Instead of being the safe keepers, they were asked to snitch on them. How dare any state or federal government do that to a teacher whose job it is to help create a safe environment for kids? So at the end of the day, it feels to us synonymous that if you believe in education, if you believe in helping children get to their rightful place in society, you have to fight for civil rights and justice as much as you fight for any particular economics or educational strategy. We should celebrate that we are a nation of immigrants, and we are a nation that is culturally and linguistically diverse. That's an asset, not a liability. And in so many schools throughout the country, there are hundreds of languages spoken, not just 2 or 3 languages spoken, but hundreds of languages spoken. And part of our challenge in public education is to take and embrace all children where they start, and then help them become the dreamers and the doers of the next generation. So I think it's more about how we tell the story of who's in our schools and how we celebrate it. And often, unfortunately, we tell it through the lens of poverty or deprivation. You know, half the kids in the United States public schools these days are poor. But instead of talking about that through a deprivation lens, we need to talk about that through an opportunity lens and through a sense of what do we do to help all kids succeed. Throughout America, there's still a sense that public schooling is really important as an enabler, as an opportunity agent, as an opportunity equalizer. What we need to teach people is that all children are not identical, and that we need to actually have the supports that each child needs to achieve his or her dreams.